that the group could have made it around Kailash if they were a smaller group?
No, impossible. Right now, when we arrive here till now, nobody has success.
So never a group this big again?
No, never. First and last.
Every yatra is to introduce you to your life yatra, because life is also a yatra. People come with different aims and objectives. They fulfill that mission and they leave. In yatra we stay every day in a different place called Dharamshala. In Hindi language, the Dharamshala word means where people come, stay overnight and move on. The whole world is like a Dharamshala. Every day we are moving from one place to other.
Finally, we're all here together. The divine seeds of this yatra were planted by Puja Swamiji. This is probably the first yatra in history of nearly 200 people from 13 countries who have come together to undertake the special journey to Lake Mansarovar and Mount Kailash.
I flew from New York City from the premiere of Legally Blonde to London, to Delhi, to Kathmandu, and here we are on the other side of the world in a place where people spend entire lifetimes dreaming of making a pilgrimage to this place, and here we are so easily and in the company of all these incredible holy people, and I don't think any of us have processed it yet. The vibration is so incredible, the energy is unbelievable. I'm on 2 hours of sleep and I'm blissed out of my mind. So.
No one just woke up and said, Tibet sounds nice, think I'll go on a little yoga trip and, you know, whatever. Everyone has a reason they're here.
I longed to go to Tibet for so long, but I always wanted to go in a way that was God's way. Not just go as a tourist or go by myself or just with my husband and try to walk and get through Tibet. To me, that wasn't the way. When Muniji offered it to us, it was like, yes, that's what I've been waiting for.
Together as a family unit with Gurmukh, you know, my wife and Waigurukar, our daughter, it's an amazing experience to go through together because it bonds you at a much deeper level of your psyche and your spiritual experience, so that you're not just this family of 3 humans running around this earth all doing whatever you do. You're 3 beings that are united in a spiritual journey, and for us that's all the life is about. That's the only reason of the relationship.
And now we're off to Tibet. How cool is that? I'm so psyched. I can't even believe that we're going to Tibet.
What do you think about now? Remember, you didn't even want to go.
I know. Now I'm here and I'm like, man, I would have been missing out on a lot. But don't tell my parents that, because then they'll be like, yes, we knew it. We always know best. I don't like letting them know that they're right.
Usually to me, yatras are you go on a journey and everyone just sort of bands together, and there's sort of an ending place to that yatra, like the Golden Temple. You want to go there to Rishikesh or something. But the yatra to Tibet just seemed really broad, and there's so many people on that trip. So it seemed more of an emotional plus physical and spiritual yatra than any other ones that I've been on.
I've never done this before, like where you really don't know what you're getting into. You don't know if you're gonna get sick. You don't know if you're gonna like never eat and you're gonna be puking all the time, or if it's just gonna be like meditative, and so it's cool. It's definitely really cool. I'm happier not knowing.
Kathmandu is so easy. It's just fun. The hotel was 5-star, and everybody's chipper, everybody's clean, food's great, everybody's happy. But because I've been on yatras before, I knew it was like a setup. Because if you started out where we ended up, nobody would have made it.
Lhasa is the capital of Tibet. So beautiful. I was not just there to see the city of Lhasa. I was there to see that touch, which is given by those ancient lamas.
I think the altitude is already effect. I just tried to say a sentence, and I said the entire sentence backwards. I switched all the consonants at the beginning of a sentence. I tried to jog to the plane. That wasn't a good idea.
I told the whole group, look, if you are going to go in high altitude, only ways to deal with that have high attitude.
What was your first impression of Lhasa?
My first impression of Lhasa is I thought I was in Hong Kong. I felt the oppression the Chinese have put upon the Tibetan people. It's not a mutual culture at all. It's an us or them culture. So that part of it makes you sad.
And you watch the Tibetan women begging. Buddhists don't beg. They're on the streets trying to make you buy things. They're grabbing at you. It's not the nature of a Buddhist. And to watch them going into a nature that's not really truly their nature, it makes your heart sad.
Thank you.
Well, we had long ago relation with Lhasa, but later on it became problem because when it went under China, the routes were not that open. But now all these embargoes are being taken away. Slowly, I think we will have a more and more intense relationship with China. Spiritually, if you ask me, that place is very divine. It's so beautiful. What you can achieve in 10 years in other places, being in that land, you can really achieve not in 10 years, but in maybe a few minutes. The touch is there. The land is so spiritual. Energy is very high there. And I have felt it. No pollution outside, no pollution inside.
The Tibetan people normally are very proud people, very prosperous people, very hardworking people, and to see them basically having to beg to make a living in terms of selling beads and trinkets at the foot of the Portola Palace isn't really within character of what we imagine the Tibetan people as, especially if you've been to Dharamsala and other Tibetan communities throughout India.
I think a lot of the Indians that come, they may not even be aware of Tibet or know how we know about Tibet, because a lot of them don't know anything about Buddhism or His Holiness the Dalai Lama or everything. But because in the West we know the conflict, because we're in the middle of it, like Save Tibet or the Tibetan House, and we've been going to Dharamsala for like 10 years where His Holiness the Dalai Lama lives. We've helped the refugees, we've taken shoes, clothes, money to help the refugees, to help the Tibetans any way that we can. And just reading their stories and the slaughter and everything here, it's just, and what they do with the nuns, and we've met lamas who have been in prison for 27 years and tortured every single day. And we met them in New Mexico, one man with, and still smiling. And then to get here, my mind is like crisscross. It has a ping pong game going on, because I want to get angry with the Chinese, but yet I know they're just humans like we are. And then I remember all the stories and all the books I've read, and sitting in the presence of His Holiness in Dharamsala and knowing all the grief and the pain, and it's just, we can't even imagine what they did, the tortures that they did with these people. And then you come here and it looks so nice in Lhasa, all those little shops and all those little people riding on the little bicycles, and everything seems, and the monks, and then are they staging all this? And then we drive along where all the military is. So you don't know what's going on, but you know there has to be a divine plan.
We're just starting our Yatra, and all the best to everyone. Get a good energy and we'll go and finish a nice Yatra, and we'll come back safely.
Norbu, where's our car? Where's B2? But it went without us. It's Swamiji's car. Call back B2.
Seat C1, C2. Car number C1, C2, please.
We're putting 4 bottles of water per truck, but they're not all numbered, so we don't know. We have to make sure that they're not redundant since they're moving, and they should have numbers and they don't. See how B has a number and C has numbers, but D doesn't yet, so we have to wait.
People coming from so many countries, from so many backgrounds, but they became one family. I can see the love. This bond is going to work not for today, not for this yatra, but for...
They're bargaining with the rationing of water, saying we're supposed to already have it. No, it's not in the back seat. There's 2 bananas and a cup of chai in the back seat.
So somebody must have taken them because
well, we need to have some water. That's
so
the last
far.
thing. Can you wait just a second?
You some water.
Just sitting, waiting. Oh, we can go? Oh, good, we can go.
Were you a little sick?
I was more than a little sick. I was major sick. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not.
Really?
Yeah. I think I had a lot of people praying for me. Had a really good nurse that stayed with me all night, and super care from the doctors. They just really took good care of me.
You think you're up for it now, though?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go.
Parmarth Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. Health tips for your trip. High-altitude Tibetan terrain is dry, cold, and windy. Snowfall, torrential rains, and strong icy winds are a regular feature of this divine land. The altitude average is 3,500 meters. Since the amount of oxygen is less at such high altitudes, the inclement weather and high altitude induce certain illnesses generally not encountered over the plains, aka mountain sickness. Headache, nausea, lassitude. What's lassitude? These symptoms are irrespective of age, sex, and physical fitness.
Kailash. Mountain Kailash.
You're trying to find the room. All rooms are taken.
1 minute, okay. Okay. 2 person, right? 2 person. Because now that second floor, everything's full.
We have a Bournvita and coffee. And that's some black tea.
How was the car ride?
Adventurous. It was scary and fun and inspiring, and it was Mr. Toad's wild ride.
I don't mind, I'm very flexible, but I wish we'd got here a bit earlier so that you get the feel of the place. You feel, because it's so dark, you feel lost now.
The point where we thought we were finished forever and we were never going to see anybody again, and we started praying to Swamiji, we took a shortcut where the road was blocked and he went around the road, and we were not even on a road. For 45 minutes, we were in a mudslide.
Today's when it kind of kicks in, huh? Now it feels like now we're on this thing.
Now it's a yatra.
Now it's a yatra.
I was telling you as people, not as camera people.
Did somebody really die this morning? For
Somebody,
sure?
yeah. Somebody died.
the person that went to the hospital? Were they older, younger, or what?
I don't know. I didn't never meet him. I met his wife on the way to the bathroom, and she was crying, and she said he was going to the hospital, and he had been ill, and he was going to fly out today, and guess he didn't make it. That's all I know. Yeah. Cut.
Minha nação é o Ilê, minha epiderme é negra.
I woke up in the middle of the night, it was pitch black, and I panicked. I couldn't breathe, but it was cool. I learned to slow my breath down. I got my flashlight, got some light on, and it was okay, but in the beginning I woke up like, oh my gosh, this is it, kind of thing. It was weird, but it's okay. It was good training, I think, for on top of the mountain. Just to learn to control the breath, you know?
Quero ver você, Ileia, passar por aqui. Não me pegue, não me toque, por favor, não me provoque. Eu só quero é ver o Ilê.
She's over between the mattresses.
I heard that the roads are going to be worse than it was yesterday. We really had a joyride yesterday, so today I'm looking forward to this. Just go with the flow. That's all you need to do, is go with the flow.
Ileia e Curuzu, toque de Angola e Jexá. Vamos pra cama, meu bem.
Are you worried about the pilgrimage around Mount Kailash?
A little bit. A tiny bit. But then it's also just like whatever, you know, it's like if Guru wants me to be well, then I'll be well. Because we were talking to some guy last night and he was saying that there was a man who had like this triple bypass heart thing. And he went with his friend who was like a trainer and was completely healthy, and his friend couldn't make it. And the guy with the bad heart made it. So it's just like, who knows, you know? I think being up here, well, being at the mountain, you know, they say if you pray up on the mountain, at the lake and at Mount Kailash, it's like God's obligation. He's got to answer your prayers. It's one of the most holiest places on the earth.
The whole universe, the whole creation is the mixture of good and evil. There is evil also and there is good also. If we have got happiness, we have got sorrow also. We have got day, we have got night also. There are good people also and there are devils also. So the whole creation is a mixture of evil and good. And however evil one may be, but there will be some goodness in him too. And however good he may be, but there will be some drawback to his person. Only God is perfect. We living in the earth, what should we strive for? Develop ourselves in such a way that we should be able to pick up all the goods even from the evil. One might be an evil and we might be living with that evil, but even then that evil has some goodness in him. Devotion can come only when we have the power to discriminate between the good and the evil.
Coming on this pilgrimage, what does it mean for you to come on this pilgrimage?
Well, if you are telling me as a Hindu, I'm supposed to visit one time in my life. Not a second time or third time, that is okay. If the God grace, I can do that. But once in your life, you're supposed to do that. So that is more important. So, supposed to every Hindu has to be proud about that.
You're the Tibetan tourist guide?
Yeah.
And how's it going so far?
Very, it's going very good.
Very quick?
Yeah, it's especially these groups very good. Very nice.
How much longer is it?
Many.
What's that? How much
it's
longer
okay.
is it?
It's okay.
Alright. Crossing.
You know, somebody might take it as a picnic. And if they think that they have come on a picnic, they will remain only up to a picnic. Nothing more than that. Some people might think they have come for hiking, so they will remain up to hiking. And those who think they have come to meet Shiva, those who have come to see Shiva, so they will have that experience.
Basically, now that we have covered much of the journey, I think the issues to consider are the altitude issues. And I think I myself have become symptomatic of it. And what we've done is we have a very small stock of Diamox. I think that more medicines might be on its way. But if any of you become symptomatic, the symptoms to look out for, basically a headache, lightheadedness, difficulty in breathing, then we would actually commence Diamox on you.
You can't click the beauty of this place. It's so unique, it's so wonderful. You have to see it with the naked eye. No video camera or no roll of film will expose or give you you can't comprehend the beauty of this place. And I truly believe that some of the experiences I personally had, that Lord Shiva, even though we can't see him with these eyes, is still residing there.
I think everyone on this trip is on a spiritual path. Probably not the same as mine, but...
This trip has actually made me be really grateful for what I have and what's going on in my life at the moment and what's happening back in LA now or here now. And I think that's when things start to change and things start to open up, is when you have that gratitude for what's going on at the moment.
So Casey, tell us what you're gonna do.
I'm going to be jumping in this lake because it's my 21st birthday and we're here and it looks really warm. I see the steam coming off of it. Oh my god! Nice thing to do on my 21st birthday. Thank you. Your turn.
So many devotees, people who are on pilgrimage, people who have faith, come here and they have faith, they believe, and I believe that by being here, we can change ourselves and in turn change our daily life and our world. So I'm honored to be in a place where so many people have that faith.
For me, it wasn't Mount Kailash, it wasn't Lake Mansarovar. I didn't even know about those things. I read about them. It was going to Tibet. It was like, to me, it was like going home. I wanted to see the people, I wanted to be with the people, I wanted to see yaks. I just wanted to be on the earth of Tibet. For other people, because most of them out of the 200 were Hindus, they didn't even know hardly anything about Tibet because they were funneled Mount Kailash, Lake Mansarovar, whether it was in Tibet or Mongolia or Cambodia or China, that wasn't their concern. It was like, I must get there because as a Hindu, I must see the home of the beginning of their faith.
I remember the rumors starting to circulate that we were going to circumambulate the mountain. And I just thought it was people talking, because when you put 160 people together, the wild, imaginative gossip that comes up amongst a group that's been together so long is varied and colorful. So when I first heard it, I didn't really pay any attention to it, I didn't believe it, because there's a lot of gossip among a lot of people.
No.
No.
What do you mean?
It's too much snow and ice.
No.
So we just found out.
No.
Yes. There's a group that went up yesterday.
Really?
And they had to come back down.
I think we're going around the mountain.
Bullshit.
Uh-oh.
Seriously.
No. Why? Why are you saying that?
Because the snow is really deep.
No. He's such a joker.
I swear to God.
Okay, who's your source? Yeah. Mooney G? Have you toes crossed?
When we get to the monastery
Is that true? Just as of just now?
But that's really sad. We came here for that.
Nothing that's going to embarrass anybody.
That was the whole point of this trip, to go around this.
You guys don't believe me, do you?
No. No. We can't go around the mountain.
Which mountain?
Kailash, the only mountain.
For real?
Well, that was the whole purpose, is to come here and go around the mountain. So I kind of look forward to it. But I'm still uncertain. I want to hear it from the source.
You don't even believe me.
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, can I tell you something? If it's true, I'm not surprised, because last year I was scheduled to do this and I never saw it in my head. I never saw it. When I can't see it, usually means it's not going to happen. We got to India and they were like, oh, the Yatra was canceled.
right.
And I was like, oh, of course, because I never saw it. And I always saw Lake Mansarovar, but I never saw the mountain in my head. So I'm not surprised. Are you serious? You're not just acting?
And,
There was a lot of
the
what?
last group actually lost somebody, and they haven't found that person yet.
Oh my God, really?
And so they don't want to take any chances with us just because they're sending you to film.
It's so much rumor. I don't go by any rumor.
I don't believe it till I hear it from
I was standing right there when they were talking to Mooney G and Bhagwati.
There's too much snow today.
Too much snow, and they're sending. No, they need to order the yaks today. If we were going to go, a group went up yesterday and had to send somebody back. They only made it half a day walking, and they had to come back. So they're not going to order the yaks. In order to prove to everybody that we can't go, they're going to send me up tomorrow on a horse to film it. So we got sent up the mountain to check out the conditions, because the other group, the tour operators, don't think that the whole group can make it. So they wanted us to go ahead and see what the conditions are like up on the hill. They think that the snow is going to come up to around our knee. So we're supposed to climb up this awesome mountain. It's harder than it looks.
You can see the north face about 90%.
It's covered.
10% covered by
It's covered by snow.
90% visible.
Visible.
Yeah, 90%.
So I think you should actually do it.
Yes, it's no problem.
This meeting because yesterday in the evening a couple of people came and said that, you know, in spite of all of what we've heard about the snow on the pilgrim and how unpassable it is, still within us there is something that says we want to try it. We have had 7 groups in the last 2-3 days come back, all of whom have tried, none of whom has succeeded. The farthest they've made it up to is the first camping site. Some of them have tried to go beyond that. They all end up back there and they come back. There is 5 to 6 feet of snow on Dolma Pass. And it starts significantly before that with 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet like that. There is also a Swamiji from Delhi who brings groups about 6 times a year here. He came to us 2 days ago, maybe some of you met him. He said, please do not take the risk. He took a group up there. He lost, 2 people lost their lives, 2 people are still missing, and 8 had to be evacuated by helicopter. Due to that and due to all of the reports that we heard from the other various groups, that was when we canceled it.
I kind of felt like almost like a deja vu, like I'd done this before, either in high school or someplace with a group of people that wanted to do something no matter what. Other people saw it as it was. And it was just, I think it was sitting and working with people of many different ideas and many different goals for why they came. And I felt the pain of some of them, the tears that I've got to get to that mountain. I've got to, it's like, it's my life depends upon this mountain. And I'm just thinking, how can that be?
Swamiji, do we have Swamiji's blessings on this trip if we go?
Definitely I'm with you.
Yes.
I am with you. But main thing is, decision should be yours.
Yes.
I also had a dream last night. And the vision, before I went to sleep, and then I had a dream.
No, yeah. Several people came to me. They said the same intuition.
Yeah.
But I don't want to force or change anybody. Whatever they want, I will support them.
I think they should try.
You do?
Yeah. That is the best solution which we can give for the European people, you know. Right now, we have already stayed here 6 to 7 days. Nobody has success this trip. That's why I request 2 clans. They have been yesterday. They have hardly found that enormous people coming down, and they're told that it is not possible. But still, this is the once alive. They just came, and I want to give them one chance to try. If not, so I request them to try. And if Swamiji give right, I will go with them.
One after another, people, couples, families came in begging him to let them go around the mountain. It turned into this huge madness of, well, we came all the way here and we're going to get our money's worth. We came to circle this mountain, and by golly, we're going to circle this mountain. People were coming in crying, people were coming in angry, people were yelling. And Swamiji was just sitting there and saying, look, I'm just letting you know, it's not safe.
I came, I stayed, I go. Isn't that life?
You coming back?
Absolutely.
Some of the Hindi people were so irate and so mad. Just because some of them, this was their whole life. This is what they've been waiting for. They were older people, and they've been waiting their whole life to go to the top of Mount Kailash. And here, there's people telling them they couldn't.
We have to go through so many problems, so many adversities. We have to adjust so many places. Sometimes we are feeling like a heaven, and sometimes we think, oh no, what is this? I don't like it. So many faces come in the Yatra.
Trying to keep my cool, I guess. I lost it once, but I think there's a lot of things that they could have done better in terms of organization and times, letting people know what's happening, giving people the opportunity. And I think a lot of people have paid a lot of money, a lot of young people. That's quite a lot of money to pay for a trip like this. They could have got it done for a lot cheaper, and we didn't achieve our objectives. Chris, I think you've had enough of this, huh?
I feel like I've missed out on things. I didn't have time to breathe. But, oh well, next time. I don't know if I would come back though. I don't know if I would come back. It was beautiful to see. I'd go see something else before I'd come back to Kailash. I don't think I'm attached to Kailash like they are.
When we leave our home, every day we move, when we face so many things, and we adjust them. If we don't adjust, then we start complaining and grumbling. So what will happen? You will hurt yourself. So in life yatra also, the same way. When you move on, so you move on with what message? They say, move on, but stay calm.
My desire was to go there, see with my own eyes, and I would have achieved far more. Whatever these saints say, I bow down my head to all of them, but still, if you ask me truly, I have missed a lot.
Why was the reaction so different from the Hindu people versus just the American people? Are like?
Probably because we have not our whole lives lived to go walk around Kailash. But now that I'm saying this, you want to know what the bottom line really is? Because we're more yogis than they are, so we didn't react. They're not very yogic. Most of those Indian people that were with us on that trip live a regular householder life, are very wonderful people, have great family values, but they're not all that yogic.
I know you think everybody here is perfect, though. You think everybody here is perfect, that nobody here has a problem. No,
they must be.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Everybody here, most of the people are full of shit, in my opinion.
Good.
Good. Well, but I'm sorry, but it's true.
Did I want to come on the trip? Yes, I did want to come, but now I want to go home. And I want to go home as soon as I can, as quickly as possible. The toughest bit was dealing with 200 other people. Not anything else, not the altitude, just coping with a big family.
There's always different agendas with different people, and you've got to accept it when you're in a big group like this. And I think there's one big hidden agenda here. That's my view. Yeah, and I think there was too much of publicity. There's too much of a publicity stunt. That's what I think it is, personally.
People were just ripping out every there was no holds bar. They were just like yelling and screaming and being really stubborn and just being all the negative aspects of the human nature basically were there. There wasn't much love coming out of a lot of those people's.
Lack of information where you're going to take us.
Let's just please use these next 3 days to the best possible way.
Can you replace that? Can you take me back to Golikund? Can you have a question?
Also, over the last few days. Again, over the next few days. If people have any...
I tried to explain, here we are on the yatra, we left all the comforts. We are not here for comforts. We are not here for cars. We are here to get something from this divinity. If we keep focusing on those small things, we will lose the center. We will lose our goal.
I don't know what other things went wrong, why Swamiji was completely, upset.
Believe me, when I was eating there, I was not going to eat today. I told Bhagavati, I will fast and observe silence until this yatra is over. Then I thought people will come to know this. I don't want to hurt anybody. I was really, it was so painful for me. Why I came, what I need from these people, for what? People people are forgetting the higher goal. I said, God, forgive them. They don't know what they are thinking.
Even if you're a saint, you have boundaries. He is so controlled and so compassionate that he feels upset with himself that he pushed himself outside of the box and he couldn't keep to the level of compassion and kindness he normally likes to extend to everybody. So he feels personally bad. And so that makes him want to go, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be where I'm not being totally compassionate to everybody in every situation.
I was just going to remind them, it's painful to see because I'm a saint, it's my family. Everybody was like my family to me. I was just trying to explain to them painfully, what are you doing? Come on, this is not the way to be on the yatra. If this is the way you are going to be, then what is the use? I am also thinking, if this is the way, forget it.
I think everybody was holding a lot of emotions. I mean, watching the Rishi Kumars be crying when he said he was gonna resign, it's like, he's their lifeline, you know, he's giving them life.
He can't resign, it's a joke, you know.
Well, he could go back to his,
no,
he won't.
He can't, Gurmukh. He cannot, you know.
Well, he
it's
could
like
go back.
No more than serious things
Okay,
up.
could
Could
I
have walked
finish
out
the
on
show
America.
instead of being interrupted?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was there till the very end.
Big deal. You're also highly emotional on it right now. But go ahead.
I don't have anything more to say. I'm fine, thanks.
We had a warm, fuzzy thing when we met the lake. It was Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you.
How do you feel about leaving?
I'm glad. Finally back to Kathmandu.
Are you gonna come back here?
Maybe.
Circle the mountain?
Maybe.
We're going back to Kathmandu. We're 3 nights in Kathmandu and then we're back to London. Yeah. And then back to normal working life. Have to pay the bills, pay the rent, pay the...
Back to reality.
Back to... Well... This is a good reality then.
Yatra's mission was what? To reach Kailash. And life mission is also to reach Kailash. The ultimate truth, the absolute truth. Reaching to the source. In life also, no matter whatever you do, wherever you go, however you perform your duties, but the goal should not be forgotten. If we reach that ultimate point, and we could not do it, people feel uncomfortable. Oh no, people feel unsatisfied. I could not reach the goal. I wish I could have done it. Same in life also, no matter whatever you do, wherever you go, how much you achieved, that goal should not be forgotten. And it should felt inside, no matter whatever I have achieved. Everything is set, but still I have not achieved the mission. I wish I could have achieved the mission. That goal should be always here.
I'm so sad. I don't want to go home. I like it here so much. I could stay here for a long, long time.
I wasn't disappointed because it just wasn't meant to be. And whether the stories that was going on in terms of the weather on top of the mountain were true or not, we weren't meant to go. We weren't supposed to go. All fingers were pointing not to go. So obviously God was protecting us or in some way keeping us from going up there for some reason.
not being able to circle the mountain, which was what everyone had been dreaming of for so long, was the one thing that caused us to confront our own expectations, our frustrations, our attachments, what the trip really meant to us, why we were on the trip. Were we really on the trip to circle a mountain and that was the goal, or were we on the trip to grow as human beings and as spiritual beings? And not being able to go around the mountain, I think, was the most incredible thing that could have happened, because we were all forced to come to terms with who we were, why we were there, and what we wanted to get out of the trip. And now that God had handed us a different story, could we accept it, and could we ingest it, and could we be in love with whatever happened and just move forward in the moment?
This yatra was there to take you through inner yatra. Outside yatra is just excuse to take you there. But the main thing is inner yatra, inner parikrama. There were ups and downs sometimes because the yatra is there always. In life also ups and downs, but we should not feel those ups and downs. Ups and downs will come. You reach one mountain and again you have to go down. Next day you're up, another day you're down. You will face so many altitudes, high altitudes, low altitudes. But in our life, whether it's a high altitude or low altitude, in any altitude, our own attitude. If our own attitude is forgotten, no yatra will be completed.
My hair is short, it's red. I've been having an identity crisis since I returned. But it was a beautiful experience. It's peeling off the layers of... It's peeling off the layers.
I mean, can I really ever complain about anything? I just can't find anything to complain about anymore. And did I have to go to Tibet for that? Maybe so.
I am who I am, that is that. I am who you are, looking back. You are who I am, can you imagine that? There is one God and that's a fact. Joy to the world, peace on the earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. God bless the child. Peace on this earth. Peace. God bless that child. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. Yes, we love them. Joy to the world. Peace on the earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. How we love them. Joy to God bless the child. Peace on this earth. God bless the children, 'cause we love them. We love them with our hearts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare